Hi, this is A once again. Welcome back to High Fives High Vibes Tarot. This is A, and this is your daily 3 card spread for today, past, present, and future. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate at all, perhaps tomorrow's message is the one for you. And I've always believed in synchronicity, so I think or I believe that you must be here for a reason, and there's something here that you need to hear today. Perhaps this situation could be for you or for a friend, for someone dear to you that you don't know how to advise this person, to give advice to this person, and perhaps a message here may help you with that. Please check the link in the description box below to see the continuation of this reading, particularly your oracle guidance for today. I would like to apologize for the shadows and the cards and the background music of rain. The rain is heavy right here, right now, so perhaps it may be distracting for you, but I hope you'll enjoy this reading. So let's begin. Your current energy. High Priestess, you must be disconnected with your intuitive self, your intuitive sight. Perhaps this is an invitation for you to search within, to connect with your intuition, listen to your intuition, get to know your intuition. This is the goddess or the feminine energy who holds the keys to the unknown, perhaps getting to know your intuitive self or starting something new that relates to getting to know your intuition. The Hermit, as I've mentioned, getting within, seeking guidance from within. The Hermit card is an isolation card. This could signify that you have been a hermit in the past, almost like disconnecting yourself with others, and perhaps it could be to a fault that you felt alone, and through that isolation perhaps you have also lost or cut ties with people, and you have a very positive future card. The Sun, this is all about positivity. This is a yes card. This is sunshines and rainbows, as you could represent it. You have all the major arcana here, and all of the cards are speaking to me, perhaps an invitation for you to connect with your inner self, your inner guidance. Do whatever it is for your highest good. And you have the Star of Solomon in the Hermit's card. This is wish fulfillment, or something that you desire, something you're wishing for. And perhaps in the past it could also be loneliness, or just being a hermit and isolating yourself from others, or perhaps you're an introvert and you are recharging your energy so that you would have the ability to face the world with your head held up high. The Hermit in the Hermit card, perhaps you went into a hibernation phase, a hibernation period, and right now you are still mastering or accessing that intuitive self. Perhaps you have spent a lot of time meditating, contemplating, thinking where to go, what do I do with this situation, what should I pursue, what do I want in life, where do I go to from here. You have isolated yourself, made the necessary adjustments in terms of contemplation, in terms of shutting out to the world. But you have this in reverse, which could mean that you could be overly isolating. Perhaps you are not interacting with people. Perhaps you are less social to the point that you have forgetting about that social relationships could be part of your healthy habit. You could do it perhaps on a scheduled basis. I feel you in terms of isolation, because I myself personally, I really want to be on my own. I want to be left alone. But sometimes we have to remember that wanting or desiring to be left alone too much can be also detrimental for our health. Maybe you can schedule a conversation with a friend, or just a one friend. Perhaps you are too sociable and you're too likable, so your friends would want to message you every now and then and ask you how you are going, and perhaps that doesn't sit well with you, and you do not like being talking to people. But the hermit and the high priestess card are so powerful that through silence you can actually get to know yourself, get to know your higher self. So since these cards are in reverse, perhaps you haven't been into that part of the journey wherein you are accessing your deeper or deepest connection with yourself. Perhaps you are still in that journey, and perhaps you are still trying to discover what works for you, and how the situation of isolation would be for your benefit, or the almost regeneration phase. And regardless of where you are at in that isolation or contemplation journey, I think and I believe, as you have the sun card here in your future spread, everything is going to be all right, all is well, and everything will turn out positive for you. So perhaps what the universe wants you to know here is, whatever works for you in terms of isolation. Perhaps you're also confused about what other people are telling you, that you need to be social, you need to socialize even more so that you could be mentally balanced. But you have your own journey, and you have your own connection with your higher self, and you will know that if it doesn't work for you, the conversation with other people, if that doesn't work for you, then so be it. You have your own way of knowing, an inner sense of knowing. As you can see here, through hibernation, you have the flowers. A good start, a good beginning, a wonderful bounty lies ahead of you. So, what is this all about? Okay, perhaps you are asking for answers. You are at a gridlock, you are at a checkpoint, and you are asking for signs whether you should do it or you should not. You are at a standstill. You do not want to decide on a situation. This is indecision, and almost like also turning a blind eye on. Perhaps this is a message for you. This is your current energy, overarching energy. You are at an indecision. Perhaps what the universe wants you to know is, find that productivity, or find the efficiency in that isolation phase, because you have positive cards here. Perhaps for you to come up with an eventful or a fruitful decision. The challenge is on your hands to make this to upright, healthy balance of soul searching or diving deep within the self, a healthy balance of that, and um, social energies, so that you could reach a decision. Perhaps the message also is finding the efficiency in that isolation, not just plain isolation or turning your back from people or walking away from people that who do not serve you. Perhaps the challenge is to make it productive, make that isolation productive, that regeneration productive. Perhaps find those tools for intuitive tools, maybe tarot, meditation, yoga, something that would be soulful, or connecting activity that would help you connect more with your soul. And maybe isolation is not enough, because I'm not saying that you have to be social. I'm just saying that you have to find that perfect mix. And but I am leaning towards, I vote for that intuitive, finding those intuitive tools. Perhaps meditation would be the best and the easiest way to connect with your intuitive self, so that you could reach that decision. Perhaps you are in this state, you want some signs, and once you do, you have the guarantee of a positive future. And once again, my personal advice is perhaps meditation would help you reach to that connectedness, or a clear signal between your 3D self and your thinking self and your intuitive self. So I guess I would have to leave it at that. Thank you for being here, and see you tomorrow. Bye.